listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. Boy, it's humid, but I had a little bit of deja vu because the way it is tonight, I remember being in the military, being in the Army here in Kansas, in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, Fort Riley, Kansas, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and the weather, many nights were like this. It's kind of humid, muggy nights. So it's pretty interesting. That's a truck. I think is he a truck driver? No, who is that? What does he do? I can't remember what he does. The one guy, the one lady, her husband travels for work. I think he may actually drive a truck. I can't remember, but he's away a lot, and I don't spend overly amount of time. And no, I'm not hitting on her, but I'll talk to her every so often. And I said, told her about the weather like that and the places I've been. And I said, but she goes, yeah. And I said, but I love the winters here. And she goes, me too. So a lot of people put up with the summers here to get the winters. It's a pretty choice winter. It was very nice. Your body's good for the body. It's good for the body to cool, believe it or not. 100%. It's good for the body to cool. And it's dry. It's like the opposite. It's dry and, completely dry in the winter. Right. It's almost arid. I guess you would say it is arid in the winter, right? So I had to go back out again. So the spirits, I don't know what they want. I must have missed something earlier. There are a bunch of spirits. Weren't they burying power lines at a certain point? Weren't we going to bury all the power lines so this type of thing doesn't happen? I think in the end, it's cheaper to bury the power lines than to keep having to service them in storms and after storms. I mean, it's kind of ancient technology to have the power lines above ground like that. So it is what it is. Now that's weird. Late turn green. Like almost instantly. Hopefully nobody's playing with the lights. It's kind of like making it to August. Once you make it to August around here, like mid at night, these signals. I'm losing my signal. So 80s, 85 in the daytime, and 60s at night. That's usually pretty good. I don't know how far I'm going to get on that bicycle, but if I could do at least a mile, I think the hint is I can't tell, but it's going to be it'll be easier on me to ride the bike and lose weight than it's going to be to keep walking like I am. I mean, I need to get massage, and that may make the walking easier because essentially there's less weight on my feet. Right. I think I am dropping weight. Nothing like I did the last time I did this, but I could actually walk at that point without pain. I hope the guy wasn't trying to get like $700 out of me to take it to a mechanic, because that's not happening. I don't mind giving him a few hundred, but nothing more than that. You got to be prepared to lose the money. I mean, I write it off once I give it to the person. If it comes back to me, then that's great. 100%. Okay, Larry. It's just, a certain point. And again, he has to be aware of it, but he needs to get a roadside service. I mean, his age, he needs, and his wife's health isn't the greatest. A roadside service on his insurance plan. It's like $5 probably a month, right? And then he needs a vehicle with a warranty. And you just have to figure it out, right? And I figured it out. Once my health was down, I was like, well, I got to get a warranty with this thing. I can't, do it like I used to do it, right? I mean, it's a little easier today. Your car breaks down, you park it somewhere and call an Uber, and then get it over to the, find a mechanic to have it towed to. But I mean, it's way better than it's ever been. Roadside service is available like everywhere, right? And it's like $5, on your insurance plan. I think some are even cheaper, but it's generally $5 a month. I mean, you just have to tell yourself that your insurance is going to be $5 more than than it was. I mean, some things you have to do that way. So it was kind of strange. I came up to that same McDonald's, but on the other side of it, and there's somebody broken down. Looks like it's an alternator voltage regulator. You just replaced the battery. I just replaced the battery. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, this weather's pretty harsh. I don't need to be like having people trip out around me, I got to deal with the weather as it is. People tripping out is not conducive to dealing with this weather. But it's like, this idea that, oh, something must be wrong with you. Of course, it's Satan. But the people there, some of those people are satanic. And, I mean, admittedly. And, it's like all doing drugs, getting high, drinking, I mean, they keep it under control, but I know that's what they're doing. I don't say nothing. I, generally keep to myself, say hi to everybody, heal people when I see they need to be healed. That's about it, But it's like, oh, something must be wrong with you. No. My one neighbor is a combat engineer, former combat engineer, and he holds down a full-time job, and I think he drinks a little and smokes a little, but that's kind of a given today with younger people. And he doesn't talk to anybody but me. So combat vet. So I know I have social inroads where they, need to exist and should exist. I mean, if I wanted to hang out with all of you, I'd buy a case of beer. Let's all get drunk. You'd be like, "Oh, you're so wonderful." The one person does on the back of my vehicle because she's like a witch or something. Like, I'm not bothering you, witch. Let me. It's like that in the Marshal Service. I'm not bothering you, witch. Let me be. Maybe somebody that works at the Walmart I gotta heal. There's a person I know, she's married, it isn't like that, but and maybe I'm supposed to heal her. I usually see her every so often. I haven't seen her in a while. So it is what it is. I wonder where that one woman is. She keeps coming up my head. I know she's thinking about me somehow, or maybe she's dead. She's around me as a spirit, one or the other. She got breast. This one I talk about, got breast enlargement. I'm like, eh. But she never talked to me. And all of a sudden, right before I left, she started talking to me, like when she would go to the courthouse for cases or something. I don't even remember what she was. It was customs or something. She's a nice person. I mean, she's actually one of the nicer female agents after she started talking to me. I'm like, okay, you're okay, but you shouldn't have got breast. I didn't say it to her though. Shouldn't have got breast enlargement. You didn't need it. Maybe that's what she hears me say. A lot of people look back on their life and they're like, "Oh my God, that's what it was." Is that what I was wearing? They're crazy, man. They think they're cool because they're like murderers, man. But of course, they don't want to be called that. Like, they're the blue line of the world. No, not her, but the idiots. Freaking gangsters. They're just gangsters. They're the same old mafia piece of shit gangsters. They took over law enforcement. And now Trump's gonna. Well, I would clean the swamp if it didn't pay me well to not clean the swamp. That's the truth of it. The Mexican general, he lets him go. Well, that was the one message we needed to send, that wasn't going to be acceptable. We ended up sending them the message, hey, if you pay Trump, you can get out of anything. Sure. Yeah, something in this story I missed. Yeah, I wonder. It'd be interesting if she's working in there. I don't know her at all. Just we see, you see someone, they see you, they know there's some. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, it's that woman. Things like I didn't know when I was in government. Totally took advantage of me. And actually, somebody said totally took advantage of you, but I shifted it so it wouldn't weird you all out. Because somebody in the head said that. All right, stay peaceful, praise God, and all.